Hello and welcome to Dear Dana. I did one of those Dana things and I did everything but uh drop the thumbnail in StreamYard. But tonight we will be doing our ghost reel. Yep, we're going to be doing our ghost reel. What are spirits? And 'tis the season to discuss. Why is it the season? Because it's October, Halloween season. Yes, yes, yes. We have been doing some serious topics lately because, it's Dear Dana. I'm a trained psychotherapist, but I don't do that here. But we do discuss everything that has to do with being human, like psychology, spirituality, mental health. We discuss social commentary, pop culture. We discuss, grief and everything that has to do with emotions. Again, everything that has to do with being human. But tonight, we're going to discuss things that are a little bit on the lighter side, talking about our ghost reel, talking about what are spirits. 'Tis the season to discuss. And if we have time, we will do angel card readings because I don't do tarot. I never learned about doing tarot. I know some of you like tarot, but I just never learned. So that's for fun. I'll do some actual card readings. But hello in the bushes as well. And hopefully some of you will file in since I made that gaff, you know, squirrel. That happens sometimes in here. But I want to welcome you on a Saturday night. Welcome you to Dear Dana. I didn't do the music tonight because I found out if you run the music, YouTube thinks that as you run the music each time that you're doing a repeat show, unfortunately. But sometimes during the show we might do the music and have some fun through the music and loosen up and stuff. But in the meantime, I'm going to drop my intro, drop it like it's hot. Welcome to Dear Dana. Welcome to Dear Dana. Come on. Oh, yeah. All right. On a Saturday night. How many of you went trick or treating when you were young? Hi, Hassan. Masakini. Hi, can you please pray to your spirits to lift up the curses and sicknesses away from me and to bless me with healings, please? My name is Hussam Maskani. Thank you. I sure will, Hussam. What can I ask what kind of sicknesses you have? Hello, Shelly Marie. Hope you're having a great vacation. Um, I will definitely send healing to you, surround you with healing light. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with sicknesses and curses. I will definitely send blessings of healing to you and surround you with angelic light of healing. Take in breathing through your nose to the count of 4 and hold it, Hussam, and release breathing through your mouth to the count of 4. As see light surround your body. See angelic light surround your body, healing light. And inhale again, Hussam, and hold it. See that light surround your body. And release breath through your mouth again. And do it once more. And hold it. And release through your mouth. Hussam, ask your angels to assist you. Ask them to help you. They wait for you to ask. They wait for you to ask. Feel the healing warmth surround your body, Hussam. Many healings and release to you, blessing with you with healings, blessing you with healings. Hasam Maskani, blessing you to the Creator and back, and so it is. Blessing you, blessing you. And all those that may be hearing this now and later, please send those prayers and healing to Hasam Maskani. I ask of you. Thank you. I'm glad that you came and asked Hasam. I'm glad that you came and asked. It is an honor. Shelley, how are you barely here? I hope that you are enjoying your vacation. I guess you traveled today. You must be very tired. And thank you in the bushes. All those, ooh, I'm lighting up now. All those that are prayerful people, please send your healing energy and prayers to Hassan Maskuni. I'm getting hot now with the energy of love and healing. Thank you for coming in and asking Hassan. I always love when people ask for the healing. I know tonight we were talking about ghosts and spirits because this is the month of October. Um, those that would be filing in, if you have questions about ghosts and spirits, hi, what's it all about, Darren? Do you happen to have a channel? If you come in and hear me and you are a creator, please let me know because I do support creators and I will give you a shout out. Hi, Rita Donovan. I made the mistake and didn't throw up my thumbnail for the channel. If you are a creator, please let me know so I can give your channel a shout out. Thank you for coming. What's it all about, Darren? Tonight is more of a fun night. You don't have a channel. Thank you for coming. What's it all about, Darren? I like your name. We've had more serious mental health discussions. Tonight's more of a fun night, but people can ask the difference about ghosts and spirits. There's confusion. When we leave our bodies, when we're passing over, I would consider that we're more in spirit. Our soul is leaving, right? People are confused about what is a ghost. When people don't go into the light, when their soul is more resistant and doesn't go into the light as they should for whatever reason, they're more resistant. They don't feel like they've settled something on earth, finished business. For instance, they may be resistant to go into the light. They might be stuck. I understand that. I hope you're seeing beautiful things, Shelley. That would be more of a ghost entity, okay? They're more resistant. They may have chosen or are confused for some reason and have not gone into the light. For those that are questioning me, my background is psychotherapist. When I was 12 years old, I died because of something someone else did. I temporarily died. My heart stopped. And I crossed over, came back. I got to see some of the other side. And what I did get to see was, and I remember, was magnificent beyond our words. Although I have words and it's a long thing to talk about, and I've spoken about it on another live. But it's fantastic. And for those that don't know me, I lost a child, my son, a few years ago. And having that um, near death experience has helped me survive the loss of my son. I didn't understand it at the time, why I would have to have that experience, but it has helped me survive. Hello, April Showers. She does have a channel. So you might want to check Miss April Showers out. Shout out to her. Um, but it has helped me with my grief, knowing what that there is an other side. Hello, unapologetically Romeo. He also has a channel. Check him out. But that being said, your spirit goes there when you go through the light. Um, those that are earthbound um, at the moment, they can go to the light. But if they're earthbound because they are resistant, because of unfinished business, they're confused, what have you, they would be defined as ghosts. They would be defined as ghosts. It can be temporary. Sometimes they're confused and may need to be assisted for whatever reason. They can be assisted. So that is the difference. We see all these movies about ghosts. We see all these movies about scary ghosts. And when kids go trick or treating, they'll wear the sheet or do whatever. I don't like to see the movies that make ghosts scary and evil and all that. You know what I mean? Because I think it's a whole different experience, really. I'm not saying there's not darkness in the world. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying there's not evil. I believe there is. Other people have different opinions. Those that haven't been on my channel, this is a no hate zone. It's not allowed here. My intention is always that you leave feeling better than when you came. And my motto is your vibe attracts your tribe. And you ask, why is that? The energy you put out, the kind of person that you are, ultimately attracts the people that come toward you. And that's true. Are you asking me how was my day? Amen. Positive energy. Yes, yes, yes. If you're a real negative person, water attracts its level. You'll probably attract negative people. But who wants to do that? Because it kind of brings that same experience into your life. You're like, why do I always have bad things happen to me? Because you have a negative attitude. I explained to somebody before, you are what you eat. If you eat good food, that's what your body will acclimate to. If you watch and listen to good things, your unconscious brain sort of takes that in. And the flow is the same, right? If you listen to negative stuff all the time, whether it's intentionally or because people are talking that way, that's kind of what your experience will be in the world, right? But if you choose to listen to, look at more positive things, that tends to be what your experience is. That tends to be what you notice. Kind of like if you buy a red car, if you buy a red, I don't know, SUV, all of a sudden you're going to notice red SUVs all the time when you didn't before. I digress. But that's the point I'm trying to make. But Halloween, ghosts and spirits. How many of you think you or know you have experienced ghosts? Put a one in the chat. Now, a ghost would be probably somebody you're not connected to in your life, somebody you're not connected to in your life, somebody you didn't know in your life that hasn't passed over. It would be somebody random or an entity that's random. How many of you in the chat feel like you have experienced a ghostly phenomena? Let's put it that way. Put a 1 in the chat. If you think you have experienced or know you've experienced a ghostly phenomena. And nothing to be embarrassed about. What's all about, Darren? Okay. And in case anybody wants to come up, I will drop the link. Oftentimes people are shy or don't want to, but you're more than welcome to. I will drop the link in the chat. Just my husband, not scary. It was nice. So your husband has passed, Rita. That would be a spirit, not so much a ghost. If you know them and they've passed, that would be a spirit, not a ghost. Because they've passed and you know them. So, like for instance, I have on occasion I'll have connection with my yes in 17. No sorry needed. Never apologize. You don't have to give me a sorry. I'll have connection with my son, and that's spirit connection because he's crossed over. They're energetically so wide they can be there and still connect. But I have had some ghost experience. What's it all about, Darren? Do you want to, if you don't want to come up, do you want to type it in the chat what your experience was? You don't have to, but I'd love to hear it. And I'll share some of mine too. Okay, if I ever, but I believe people have, I don't know if I ever, but I believe people have before unapologetically romance. Oh, and let me tell you about one other type, okay? You can be in old buildings and they can be made of a lot. Okay, let's put it this way. A lot of very old houses and buildings have a lot of wood. They may have tile. And I'm trying to remember what the walls used to be made of. Come on, Dana. Plaster. Plaster. And these things can absorb old memories, old behavior, old things like Memorex, right? Like Memorex. And it's called residual hauntings. Residual hauntings. So these buildings, these houses can replay sounds and sometimes even visuals of old things, occurrences that happened in the homes, and they'll tend to repeat the visuals or the sounds as though they're happening in the moment. And they're called residual hauntings. And it's like they have been recorded on video, audio, Memorex, whatever. And they'll replay over and over and over and over again. And that's when you know it's a residual haunting and not an in real time haunting. Because people will hear the same things over and over again. Does that make sense? So that's the differentiation. And that's how scientists, doctors, and investigators, and when I say doctors, I mean PhDs, with investigation and study, have known that it's residual. And I have talked to some of the top investigators in the past, like Dr. William Roll and even Moody, that have known that that's how you tell the difference. Darren says, "Hey, Nikki, I sometimes just feel the presence of someone." Okay, is this the only experience you have? And I'm not diminishing it. I'm just saying, is it only a someone that you feel, or do you often feel of many, Darren? Because I'm wondering if you aren't gifted. I'm wondering if you aren't gifted, or if it's just this particular person. Several. Then I'm going to say you're gifted. I'm going to feel like you're gifted. So you feel them. Have you ever had any visuals of them? So I'm wondering, it's like a wind or a breeze in a sense. Has it gone far? And how long have you? Okay, let me ask you this. I'm real curious and interested. Darren, when did you first notice that you could feel this? When did you first notice that you could feel this? I mean, for how long? And does it scare you? Are you okay with it? Are you okay with it? Because I feel like you're more clear sentient. You've always been able to do it. So, how do you feel about it? Okay, you're used to it by now. And are you able to control it, or do you just kind of let it come? Cool, cool. You're clear sentient and you're empathic. I mean, I feel like you are pretty good at picking up on people's feelings in the I don't want to say in the real world, in the typical human world. In the typical human world comes and goes. So the ghost, come fall and winter, especially in places where the time change is, get a little more active. Get a little more active. I tend to repeat myself because I'm thinking, sorry. I'm processing. It's not that they're not around in the summer and everything, because they are. I can imagine at times they are frustrated because they're in a loop. They're in a loop. I wouldn't want to be a ghost because it's not a great experience compared to being a spirit, to be honest. I'm hoping more show up because I really did want to offer some legit angel readings. I never learned a lot about astrology or tarot or anything like that, simply because I ended up getting some typical, I don't want to say typical gifts, but gifts I had to learn how to deal with on my own. Deal with on my and learn how to not be anxiety ridden with. Does anybody have uh, questions about ghosts and spirits? I can remember going to my grandmother's house, story time, on my dad's side. I never had that experience on my mom's side, but my grandmother on my dad's side, whoo, honey, she lived in a haunted house. Every time we had to travel from North Carolina to Georgia to go stay in my grandmother's house, my anxiety would be through the roof because there was so much activity when I would go, and it seemed to pick up when me and my family went. I can remember sleeping in a particular bedroom, and every time I would go in that bedroom, I would try so hard not to fall asleep because I could feel it when I was a kid. One night I was reading a book, fighting so hard not to go to sleep, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear a click, and the light beside me, and it was the kind that you had to turn the switch. That light went off, so I turn it back on, and my heart's going. Um, I would say that my mom could. She has a little bit. They're not very strong because she has always been sort of a glass have how. Let me take a sip. I'm getting sticky mouth. My mom has always been more of a glass half empty person. And she was more intuitive about us kids, but it's sort of a mom thing. But it was more amped up. But she's more of a negative person. I mean, she was fun when we were little kids, but I think my grandfather was kind of like that, though. But I was intuitive as a little kid, but when that near death experience happened, girl, it opened Pandora's box on me. Let's just say that. Pandora's box went. I had some. I was very intuitive, little. But the NDE just like blasted open the box on me with things I did not know what to do with, which caused me great anxiety because A, I live in the South. People don't talk about that. It's a big fat no no. You don't talk about it. It's a huge Bible Belt. Nobody to go to. I did read Dr. Raymond Moody's book, Life After Life. Don't know why I was directed to that book. And when we moved to Georgia, I was born in Atlanta, but because my dad was in radio, we moved a lot. And we moved out of Georgia. I came back to Georgia when I was 19. But I read the book when I was 12, was not living in Georgia, came back to Georgia, switched to university, ended up in a university, went to a psych class. Again, I'm repeating myself from another video. And the psych class said it was taught by staff. And lo and behold, Dr. Raymond Moody was one of the professors in there teaching. So the universe is weird. But the gifts that I got when I came back was very distressing. Not that it wasn't wonderful in many ways, but you don't know what to do with them when you've got it, and people are so closed minded, and you don't have anybody to guide you. Fortunately, uh, at the university I was at, it was humanistic, and I had top notch people studying that stuff and researching, so I lucked out. Rita says, my grandmother used to say the dead don't hurt you. Watch out for the live ones, roughly translated from Italian. Very, very true. But back to that room at my grandmother's house, the light went off, I cut it back on. I'm reading the book, my heart's pounding again. Uh, the light goes back off. I kid you not, I kid you not. When I cut it back on, there is a chair flipped upside down on another one. And I'm trying to remember if it was a brush or there was something. The chair was flipped upside down and there was something on top of the chair. I'm trying to remember what it was. I could remember before, and I'll tell you why I'm a little fuzzy. So I start yelling for my mom because I'm so freaked out because the chair's upside down and there's something on top of the chair. It was either a brush or a candle. I can't remember what it was right now. So I'm totally freaked at that point, and I start yelling for my mom because I want to say I was 14 or something. I'm so freaked out. So she tells me to go sleep with my little brother. And I'm just completely freaked out. I mean, he was little. Well, he wasn't that little, 8 or 9. She tells me to go sleep with my little brother. And I was just so angsty and in a complete sweat all night. I probably didn't sleep all night because I felt like a big target in that house. I felt like a big target every time we went. Ugh. But my mom and dad were in a room and they had the blackout curtains one night in the house. And my mom and dad swears there was a big light on my dad's back one night when they were sleeping in the house. And there was no light coming from anywhere. And there was a big light shining on my dad's back. And you could hear weights drop on the upper floor. I don't think anything was out to get anybody. But I mean, we would be in a room with no breeze or anything, and all of a sudden I would see a plant swinging. A plant swinging. And I would tell them, look, every time I'm in a certain room, something's going on. And I can feel the person in there, and there are things going on. And some of my uncles and people were going, oh, you just have anxiety. You just this, you just that. Till it got to the point that my dad and my grandmother made arrangements for me to go stay with like another uncle or somebody when we would come to visit because it was so freaking distressing to me. Because I had not learned to utilize the gifts that I had gotten. And the spirit that was in the house, I guess it understood I had them, and it could have been my great grandmother because she loved me, but 2 pieces and gave me the nickname Roses, but I had not navigated what I had gotten yet. And I seemed to be the one that was the primary. Hey, April Showers, the primary, I don't want to say target like it was after me because I don't believe that, but the primary one it was seeking attention from. I could feel it when I would go in her basement. The minute I would go in a certain room, there was a vortex in that house. Kid you not. I could feel it the minute I would walk into a certain area in the basement. There was a vortex. And then finally, I guess my grandma believed me because she had somebody come in the house and they were talking about a woman from colonial times with a child that had been unlifed in that area. And the possibility of my great grandmother being around there too. So, anywho, that's been part of my experiences. So, but I ain't afraid of no ghosts now because I have seen plenty of them. So, don't be afraid to tell me of your stories. Do not be afraid to tell me your stories. Darren, are you still there? I'd love to hear your stories. What do you do with all that experience that you have, Darren? What do you do with it? And does anybody in your family believe you, or do you not tell them? That's what I would like to know. Nikki, did you say you have any experience? Also, does anybody remember the bad mask where you couldn't breathe and it would get wet in there? The plastic ones where they would cut the eyes out? Ugh. Look, I was trick or treating when they had those. But I would get sick I would get sick almost every Halloween because when I was little, I would get very bad congestion, and I ended up in the hospital one year. So my brother would end up most Halloweens. I'd get dressed up, and he'd have to take my little bucket to the door. He'd have to take my bucket to the door and get candy for me. Oh, Nikki. Um, Darren says, I've really never mentioned it. It's very subtle. You never mentioned it to anybody but here? Oh, no worries. Are you from the States, Darren? It was exciting. But you know what? My mom said that I would take my candy and hide it. And a year later, almost a year later, I still have candy from Halloween. I'd hide it like it was gold. Cool. Oh, you are from the States? Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Well, welcome. So glad that you're here. Trying to make it a lighter, more fun night. I'm glad Nikki's here and Shelly was here, but she's on vacation. Oh, and April's been here, and Rita Donovan. A lot of my regulars aren't here right now. Oh, you can't see the chat? I hope you. Well, you're just getting there tonight, Shelly, right? So you haven't had a lot of time to go do things. Now, my daughter has agreed. She promised me today. I'm going to keep her at that promise. She might invite her friends to go ghost hunting for us to take the camera and do live ghost hunting this month. She promised me last year, but she promised me that we're going to do that. I don't want to go by myself. It should be fun because there's a lot of supposedly haunted places around here. Like I said, our lake is supposed to be one of the most haunted lakes in the United States. So we shall see. Oh, I promised to tell y'all why I've been on the quiet side lately. Okay, let me make it quick. My medicine makes me dry. That's not why. One of my medications for MS, I ran out, not realizing I was so short, and I went to reorder thinking I had another fill. No, Dana did not. And usually they'll lend it to you till the doctor fills. They can no longer do that. So they went to reorder from the doctor. Doctor was slow to do that. He was supposed to do it my last appointment, call in refills, which he did not. Made me wait 3 days. It is a medication that is for seizures and for nerve pain to keep my nerves from firing off. I did not have it for 3 days. So, the best way I can explain it, which I never knew it would be this bad, I took for granted how much help it gives me because I never had this happen. Imagine being wet and going to touch a live electrical wire. It's the best way I know how to explain it. All my nerves were firing off. I felt electricity coming out of my feet and my hands and the top of my head. I kid you not. I had never had that experience. I could not even think straight. This went on for 3 days. Finally got my medication yesterday. I felt better after a while. When I went to bed last night, I could literally feel ping, ping, ping still shooting off of me. I'm better today. I will never go through that again. Good gosh. I will never take for granted that medication again. I used to say to my mom and my husband, I was like, I don't even feel like I'm taking anything. I don't know why I'm taking this. I don't even feel like I'm taking anything. I will never take that medication for granted again. Girl, Nikki, I thought I would be fine till I got it. Yeah, holy cow, it's right. It's like I used to take it and think, I don't know why I'm taking this. I don't feel like I'm taking anything. Oh, girl, I, I feel like I'm taking something now. I do believe in alternative medicine, Eastern healing, Western doing things together. Mm-mm-mm. That's all I can say. So if you see me quiet and things, there's something going on. Yes, Darren. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, how did you guess? Absolutely 150% gabapentin. Do you take that, Darren? But yeah, I have MS, and you wouldn't believe the medications I have to take just to be a typical human. Yeah. But I take it for granted. I thought, why am I taking this? But I got to now. Yeah. But back to the topic. Back to the topic. Um, when Noah passed away, I know I've told y'all the story. I had never seen this. I'm assuming these were spirit. I didn't know them. Could be ghosts, but I'm assuming they had to be spirits. I'm assuming, please God, let them be spirits. Okay. I was teaching Chinese English to Chinese children on a platform called VIP Kid. Now China doesn't want us to teach their children, American teachers, to teach their children. So that part went defunct. But I was doing it and I loved it, and I was getting up at the crack of, it was dark. Let's say it was at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was actively teaching the student. And there was a closet beside me. And as I was teaching, I turned to the left and I'm literally actively teaching the student. And it's recorded, okay, for the platform and the parents to see. And I'm not drunk, not on drugs. I'm on medication, not on drugs. And all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, it literally looks like the closet melted away. And in 3D color, I see what looks like just a line of different sizes, ages, short, tall, in a single line, filing out of that closet. It looks totally different. They're filing out. Not only that, I'm still teaching the student, and you can see me in the video going like that. One of the students leans over my desk and takes a look at what I'm doing with that student. And in the video, you can see me look at the kid. It was a boy that was in overalls and a shirt and a cap. You can see me look at the kid and look at the one I'm teaching like, what is going on? And then they filed out, and I had to continue teaching my student. It's the first time I had seen them in full color like that. Full color. And a multitude. The most bizarre thing I had ever experienced. And we're not talking one or two, we're talking like a line of them, short, tall, different ages, everything. I had to go tell my husband and my daughter. They did not think I was crazy for a second. Darren says, that's what happens to me. I literally feel someone behind my shoulder and there's no one there. Pretty amazing. The difference here this time was they were in 3D color, like you could touch them. Like you could touch them. I'm so sorry, Nikki. Neuropathy is not fun. But that was the most bizarre. I mean, they look like us. Except I could put my hand through them. I'm sure. But they looked like they were completely touchable. Oh, by the way, I have to tell you all, I noticed on the net, and I didn't even know it was out, there is a show on CBS called Ghost. Have any of you watched that? And it's supposed to be on its second season. And it's Rotten Tomatoes, that they give it a score, has said it's pretty good. Hey, Paranormal Witch. So good to see you. Has anybody seen that? It's called Ghost. Let's see what time it is. I cut the song off the beginning of the channel because, like I said, YouTube is seeing it as a repeat of shows. So I was running it too long. You have ghosts in your apartment? Tell us about it, Willow. Hey, Willow. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. I haven't seen it. I saw a little clip on YouTube about it. So, how's it going, Willow? Tell us about your ghost. Tell us about your ghost. Is it British? Is it Scottish? Has anyone ever got a ghost they felt like might be foreign? That belong to another country? Now, I'd like to get a ghost that I could audibly hear and that I didn't have to just, telepathically hear. I could hear here. Oh, you did a spirit box with them. Yes, they are friendly ghosts. I did a spirit box session. They died few blocks from my apartment. What did they have to say to you? Yeah, you just say you were going out by yourself. What did they have to say to you, Willow? Willow, I hope you always do a prayer before you do a spirit box and close it out with a prayer. And don't open portals. Get a spirit box, Dana. I have an active spirit box that I can use on my phone. I don't have a box. Somebody has to create it or you have to purchase them. They're a few $100s if you make or purchase one. Right now, I'm just trying to clean up my channel. I found out you cannot use royalty free, copyright free videos to create your channels. And I can't use my pets on my shorts. That was getting me in trouble. Can't even use my pets or the lake on my shorts. They say they did by being stabbed. That is terrible, Willow. So sad. So sad. Maybe I'll use my spirit box when Eden and I go ghost hunting. Maybe I'll use it when we go ghost hunting outside to help me find them. Or if we go to the graveyard. But tonight's for angel card readings because I don't do tarot. I don't do tarot. No. Yeah, that's why it's good when they don't know they're dead to help them cross over if you can. I have helped a few ghosts on the side when they don't know, especially those that are children, to cross over to the other side. It's a whole thing. It is a whole process of light and protection and being a conduit to our Creator to help them cross over. It is a whole thing. Are you pulling them? Are they oracle cards? Are you talking to me? I've got angel cards because people like tarot, but I don't do tarot. So I thought since people like the cards and it's a Halloween thing, I would do angel card readings for people just one time. Just one time. If there's not a booty load of people and they want a reading. I don't call them oracle cards, but I don't know. Just be happy, Shelley. Just be happy, Shelley. So, does anybody have any ghost or spirit things they want to share? Are you just ready for the angel readings? And you have to have a focus point. Yes, you did. You have to have a focus point because we only have so much time. So, if you can give me one or two areas of your concern, I know you are, Shelley. You know I love you, Shelley. And you know my I want you to remember, Shelley, your focus that I asked you to do on vacation. Um, okay, one or two areas of concern that you want me to focus on when it is your turn. Because we are limited. So, yeah, I'm trying to get my husband to take me to the pumpkin farm. You never had a bad guest experience? That's good. Ultimately, ultimately, I don't think any ghost is legitimately bad. Unless you end up in a very dark, bad place. They just don't know how to get home or they're confused. So I think it's a very good thing, but you have to go through a whole process and protect yourself and protect your energy and be in a good place connected to Creator to help a ghost cross over. They're usually just confused or stubborn because they thought they had something to do, finish business. So I want you to put your name down below if you want an angel card reading, and I will do it in the order of who puts their name first. Starting now. Starting now. After Shelly's I'm good, do others. No, you can get one too, Shelly. Starting now. After Shelly's I'm good, do others. So, okay, April. This is just for fun. Darren, okay. This is just for fun. And I only deal with angels. I only connect with angels. Anyway. Hello, Mozzie. It's so nice to see you. Okay, Darren. Thank you, April. You know, I love G-O-D. We can't say the name because YouTube has an issue with it, which I find insane. I don't understand that. And I also find it insane that YouTube won't give us a list of words we can't say. And I think that's because freedom of speech, they won't give us a list. They won't give us a list. But it's crazy because then if we say the wrong words, we get in trouble. So that doesn't make sense either. Okay, Darren, give me your 1 or 2 areas of concern. It's kind of funny, Darren. You're open and protective at the same time. I feel you're empathic and you really generally read people well, but you also are very protective in a lot of ways of certain parts of information about yourself. But I feel like that's because there are people that have been judgy. There are people that have been somewhat judgy and hurt you. Because you opened up to them about your health. Okay. Darren, with you, I see that you're concerned about your health, but I can't help but feel like there's been a shift. At one time, I feel like there could have been concern about congestion around the heart or something, but I don't feel heart problems. I don't feel cancer. I feel cholesterol problems. I feel like you need to take better care of your health, but I feel like there's been some kind of shift. I don't feel like anything heavy or overt. I don't feel like I don't know what the shift has been. I feel like stress was the biggest culprit. I feel like stress was the biggest culprit. I feel like you were so focused on taking care of everybody else. Taking care of everybody else. And there was a sense of peace needed. A sense of peace needed. Like a life change needed to be taken. Like that is what needed to happen to affect your health. Is this making any sense? Because if that didn't happen, that is what was going to define what happened with your health. That is what was going to define it. Because if you didn't do that, that was the big question mark about your health. The shift is what was going to say, yes, your health is going to be okay or not. Because it was a mental health and stress factor. Because when I ask about your health, like cancer, heart disease, something big like that, it was I didn't get this overwhelming, yes, that's it. It was like, no, it was more about life choices. Life choices that was going to determine your health. Because it was the energy around you. You get me? I felt people sort of pulling at you. Good. Good. Sometimes we let others feed off our energy so much, it feels like things are going on with our health. So our body is telling us, look, you need to shift gears. Because I tell everybody, mental health can create disease or make your body do things that tell you, look, dude, you need to check yourself. And you can talk to me later, or you can check me on IG if you need to ask about. Sometimes your body will do weird things when you're overly stressed or giving too much of yourself to others. I hope I answered your questions, Darren, in the way you needed to hear, and I hope it resonates with you fully. because you asked me about health, and I was shocked that it was like nothing big was coming up. I mean, I say big, the others are big. The other direction of what I was feeling is big, but not, cataclysmic where you can't make changes. Good, good, good. Before I move on, are you cool, Darren? Good. Okay, Miss Rita. What do you need to know, love? Tell me what you need to know. What area? What's going on? Miss Rita. What do you need to know? Are you there, Rita? Health. I'm catching up on all my doctors and hope I am okay. Do we ever really catch up on doctors? By the time I catch up, it's like I almost have to go again. And there's a new one I need to get to that I haven't yet. Health. I'm catching up on all my doctors and hope I am okay. Let me clean off, Darren. That sounds weird, I know, but I have a mammogram next month. When you said I have a mama next month, I was like, what? I have a mama next month. You're your angels are going a little bit bonkers, Rita. They're going a little bit bonkers for some reason. I don't know why that is. They're going a little bit nuts. Okay. I don't know. In general, in general, I feel like your health is generally where it should be. In general, everything looks like it's in a good place, Rita. But what? Okay, I keep picking up on something in your with your right eye. They keep taking me back to your right eye, and it's like not world ending, but your right eye. And I keep picking up on gastric issues with you. What are the gastric issues? And they may be intermittent, but they keep taking me back to gastric issues. When I would ask about, is it hip issues? No. I keep getting back to the gastric area. And it may be an intermittent problem because I was doing a body scan with you. I was doing a body scan. And they were taking back to vision problems, some vision problems with you, and a gastric thing with you. You think it's a woman problem? Okay. Because I kept going in the general area, in that area, and I was moving over to the hip, and I was being told, no, not a hip problem. You get what I'm saying? But I didn't feel like it was I didn't feel alarms going off. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, your eye doctor next month. Have you been having some issues with your vision? Like, kind of. Okay, you have a cyst on your ovary. So that's what I'm feeling over there. And because I was like, I was going. I was going over the hip area, and they were saying, no, not the hip. So I was trying to move back over. I was trying to do a body scan. Your eyes seem fine. Do me a favor. When you go to have your eyes checked, ask them to look. Ask them to do a special test to look for early stuff. Early signs of, what am I trying to say? Somebody help me. Early signs of something's going on there. I feel. They kept taking me back to your eye. Ask them to look for early signs of that. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. One or the other. Because usually, and I could be wrong, I could be wrong, I could be wrong, I could be wrong. But usually they don't keep taking me back for no reason. I don't think it's the end of the world. I think I'm getting nitpicked when I was doing the scan. Do you understand what I'm saying? I was getting nitpicked because I was doing a body scan. And they were like, but do you see this? Do you see that? Do you see this? I think I was just getting nitpicked. because I was trying to scan. I don't think it's an end of the world thing. Overall, I was just getting good news about you. I was just getting good news about you children, about children on earth being happy as those in heaven would be. Relationships being, partnerships being mended. Something new coming your way, an energy of something new coming your way. Also, you being encouraged to exercise, you being encouraged to get out, get more exercise and air, just subtle messages. And you being protected, and your angels wanting you to ask them for assistance. Ask them for assistance. But in general, it just feels really positive, Rita. It just feels really positive. Good, good, good. Love me some Zumba. Love Zumba fun. And you meet a lot of good people. I like Zumba. And the music's fun. I hope that was helpful. I didn't see anything bad. I just saw subtle nitpicky things. Although the ovary can be very cysty and painful. And yeah, polycystic ovarian stuff. Nothing to play with. Nothing to play with. And it can mess with your insulin. And if you don't plan on having any more kids, which you don't, maybe it's time to get the sucker out. And, they kept showing me, like a baby in heaven, or a baby in heaven, like a pregnancy that did not deliver, of a soul in heaven. So I don't know if that resonates with you or not, and forgive me for saying that, but they were showing me that. Okay. Of a little girl. Happy, happy, happy. And you will see her. She is more of a grown form now. That oversees you. I hope that has helped. With love, Rita, with love. With my love. Sorry, I zoned out for a little bit, but I tend to do like a human x-ray. And I'm not going to say I'm always right. You are most welcome. Okay, who is next? Who's next? I'm going to start wrapping it up here soon so I can go eat food. So I can eat food. Who is next? I don't know if y'all enjoy this or not. If you do, I might do it again. Okay, what do you want to know, Willow? Willow, Willow, Willow. Can't believe some of our normies have not been here recently, especially our guys. Aw, thank you, Darren. It's so nice to meet you. If I want to get a new job soon or pass my test, okay, I'm confused about the question. You're passing your test, Willow. You are your own hangup. You have a mental block about it. You have created a mental block about it. You always tend to not pass it by like one, right? Like last time, how many did you lack from passing it? Was it one again? That's my question. I'm always happy to see you, Marty. I miss you when you're not here. If I want to get a new job soon or pass my test. See, I'm confused about your question. It's almost like you're asking me, do you want to get a new job or do you want to pass the test? So I'm confused about your question. I passed my practice test with 150. How many do you need, Willow? How many do you need to pass? Because I don't know. I'm taking 3. Okay, I don't understand when you say that, what that means, because I need 150 or higher. Okay, so when you got the 150, did you just not sign up for the test? I think your confidence in yourself, your fear, is what gets you. And you're taking 3 what? It was a practice test. Yeah, I know. I have 3 tests to pass. I passed my test, but I need to pass the original exam next month. I have all the faith in the world that you could do it. Archangel Michael says he's with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine purpose. I see both for you. I do see you getting a new job, and I do see you putting in the work to learn, study, and gather information and enjoy being the student. Your fear, hold on. Here's the deal, okay? My feeling is when I connect, I do feel you getting a new job because you want it, okay? I do feel you seeking and getting a new job because you want it, just to make ends meet. And you're capable of getting this new job. It may even be an at-home job because right here at the holidays, so many are hiring. So that's number one. Number two, my feeling and what I'm being told is you will pass all three tests. My feeling, the original test, the one that always concerns you, that you will be more confident, and that's the bigger test that you worry about, that you will have all three tests passed and you will be more confident and ready to take the original by December. Do you understand? Focus, breathe, be confident, ask your angels to surround you, that you will be ready to wrap this all up by December. You know the information. You can do this. Okay? You know all this information. You're putting in the work. Don't slow down the brakes. Don't slow down the brakes. Part of it, they're telling me, is you're telling yourself, because you know what I said about the unconscious brain, you're telling yourself every day that you know this, that you will pass this, that you understand the information. Do you understand? No more negative messages. That is the biggest part, Willow, is the information you have been feeding yourself, saying, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to pass it again. You have to switch the gear. The messages you've been feeding you is what has stopped you. It's not that you don't know it. It's not that you don't know it. You have so much angelic backup behind you. All you have to do is ask for the assist. Ask for the assist. That's all. You've got this. You're so loved by the universe. You have got this, girl. You've got this. You got this. I hope that answers your question. Anybody else? Before I wrap this up? Anybody else? You are most welcome, doll. You're most welcome. Would anybody else like it before I wrap this up? Hello, hello, hello. We talked a little bit about ghost, a little bit about spirit. And since I don't do tarot, I was just giving you angel readings. It was a little bit about card, a lot of bit about my connection. And I don't say I do everything right, but you know. Would anybody else like it before we go, go, go? I hope everybody has enjoyed this. And those on the replay gang, I hope you're having a great Saturday night. And you know I love you out there too. My butterflies. You are most welcome. I never want things to be here. Marcy, did you want one? I never want things to be scary in here or painful. No, there is no way You couldn't pay me to use the Ouija board. Girl, that opens up. No way. No way I would use one of those. I wanted things to be calm and fun and open to conversation, educational, no hate. You know me. I'm not drama. I'm a calma. I'm a calma in here. When they say that in Boston, maybe, or Jersey, I'm a calma, not a drama. I need a t-shirt that says that. I'm a calma, not a drama. People can use pendulums to find where you are on a map. They showed us pendulums actually at university to do. It's actually scientifically electrically connected to your brain. It's connected to your brain, the pendulum thing, to your unconscious brain. That's how that works. Margie, maybe next time. I'm just too tired right now. Baby, I understand that. I understand that so much. I've got where if something's going on, I'm trying to watch a movie, I will fall asleep sitting straight up on the couch. And it makes me so mad when I wake up like that. I don't know if anybody else does that. And then I'm like, I need to go to bed and lay down. I always do a prayer if I've ever used a pendulum, and I do a prayer after, but it's more like it's electrically connected to your unconscious brain. And I assume it's who is doing it makes a big difference. Who's messing with it? But on that note, my stomach's growling like really bad. I don't even know if you can hear it. Marcy, you and I need to catch up, girl. It would be lovely if we could catch up this week or so. Because I truly do miss you. Yeah, we need to just connect to the good things. Stay away from the dark things. I need to start writing down mottos and make t-shirts. I'm a comma, not a drama. That could be one. I'm a comma. CALMA. I'm a comma, not a drama. You want to talk about pendulums? Maybe we could do. I'm not expert. I want to talk about pendulums. This is Halloween month. Maybe I will come on Sunday or Monday and we can talk about more of this stuff. So here is my suggestion. Go into community and write down everything you'd like to talk about so far as pendulums and all that other stuff. Will you do me that favor? And we'll do that this month. How about that? And I'll just come on Monday, Tuesday, some other day, and we'll do some more, okay? Because I'm like y'all right now. I'm tired. I need some food. I haven't had real food today. I need some food. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the reading part where I actually did readings. You are most welcome, Darren. It has been a joy to meet you. It's been a joy to meet you. And if you want to connect with me on Instagram, you can do so. And we have a community tab as well. And you don't have to. It has just been lovely to have you all here. But if you want to donate to the coffee fund, you can do so at miracles3@charter.net on PayPal. I likes me some Starbucks. Or you can do so at Dear Dana 1111 on Cash App. But again, just the fact you're here is lovely enough. Please like, share, and subscribe. I shall see everybody at least on Wednesday, probably earlier, when you tell me more about what you want to talk about. Yes, intentions are absolutely 150% powerful, and mindset is too. But remember, your vibes attract your tribe. And I am so blessed to have all of you as part of my tribe. I am. And thank you all so much in the bushes. I love you all so very much. I will see you next time. Mwah! Thank you for coming. And right now, I'm going to go. I hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to you all soon. Love you bunches. And here we go. I am going to play a song right now, though. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway, and in the driveway.
Hi, everybody.
Strange, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't come pain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you